from beyond the arc in the first half. D'Angelo Russell with 12 to lead them. And how about Golden State with a 62-45 lead over Denver after 24 minutes out there in San Francisco. American Express halftime report, Ernie Johnson, Shaq Kenny, and Charles. Before we get to the teammates, just tell me what this is like. So, Chuck, you're playing back-to-back, okay? You're Denver, but you're the number 2 team in the conference. You're playing back-to-back. You lose Jamal Murray, your starting point guard, going into this game, but you're still playing the team with the worst record in the NBA. How does this happen?
Well, because what I've been telling you for the last month, Ernie, they got those bad habits. You know, they got a good team, but they don't play at the same level all the time. So even though they've been winning, and everybody keeps saying, well, they got a good record, they're developing a lot of bad habits. And tonight is not working for them. I'm not saying they might not come back and win this game, but Ernie, when you develop bad habits and get away with them, they're going to come back and bite you in the long run.
And to add on to that, Ernie, we as players, we get up for certain players. And we know if we play in scrubs, we know that maybe if we can lollygag and play hard.
So a natural letdown.
Yeah. So today, I think they're just playing down to their talent level.
Yeah, but they've been doing that all season, Shaq.
Yeah,
but they've been coming back and winning.
Yes,
but the reason I'm not a believer in the Nuggets, you can do that against most of these teams. But when we're talking about the Lakers and the Clippers and the Utah Jazz, they're not going to beat those teams with bad habits.
Well, championship teams, they don't play the opponent. They play, it's like golf. They play the course. They don't, every night you're going to do certain things. We used to say this about the Spurs back in, when they had their run with Tim Duncan. I will always say, you might beat them, but you're going to have to play higher than a 7.5. Because they're going to, at low, play at 7.5, and they might play at a 10, but they never drop and play to a 4. So what Charles and Shaq are saying is like there's a variation in their thermometer that they should never reach. And to me, that's the separation.
The American Express teammates on the Golden State side, D'Angelo Russell with his 12 in the first half. Glenn Robinson, the third, has got 8. And so those aren't exactly eye-popping numbers, but when you're playing sloppy the way Denver is with 15 made field goals and 10 turnovers in the first half, Shaq, you're going to find yourself down a bundle.
Yeah, you're going to find yourself down a bundle. They're just playing sloppy basketball. Me and Chuck have been talking about it. This is what gets them in trouble. Yeah, every now and then they'll come back and win, but you want to be an elite team like the Lakers and the Clippers, you can't have this. Charles makes a great point. You're practicing your bad habits. If you keep doing this, when it comes crunch time into the playoffs and the postseason, this is all you know. And right now, they're just playing very sloppy basketball. Jokic is struggling. He should be out there dominating. This should be a practice game for him. But
well, two out of those 4 highlights are unforced errors. Like, then the defense is not forcing you to make that mistake. So when Shaq says that, it really is, and again, a championship-level team is you minimize errors that are not forced. Like, this is the NBA. I don't care. All of these guys that on Golden State, including D'Angelo Russell, who's been an All-Star, Draymond Green, been in championships and been an All-Star. They know how to play, but you can't have them make you have unforced errors, even though they have a bad record. That's the difference.
Golden State just 5-8 when they have a halftime lead. Denver 10-9 when they trail at the half. That's the situation we have tonight. 17-point lead for the Warriors in San Francisco.
You're watching the American Express